Welcome back to the Humble Hut. My name is Pie Potatoes. In this video, I want to cover a game format that I made that was a lot of fun. This was created a couple of months ago, and I've been meaning to share it with everyone. So the format, I've named it 5 Gates. So here's some flavor text. Humple Dumple has given you a gift. And surprisingly, it's not a sack of potatoes this time, but 5 magical gate cards. These gate cards grant the next cryptids you map to easily be cast from your spellbook. So the rules are you bring your own deck, whatever constructed deck that you want, and still needs to be legal. You then open 5 booster packs and replace up to 5 cards in your deck with cards that you draft from those booster packs. What you do is you will replace, when you replace those cards, you mark these cards. Typically, how we played it, we'll take those cards and instead of putting them right side up in the sleeve, I would replace it, and then whatever I replace it with, I'll just put it in upside down. All of these cards cost 1 less to cast to a minimum of 0. All other rules apply, and yeah, so the idea was I wanted to create another way to have a light draft style. So everyone can bring their own deck, open up 5 booster packs, go through it, select which ones they want, put them in, and then there's a slight advantage to the 5 that you select. You put them in your sleeves upside down, and they cost 1 less to play. We played this format months ago. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The dynamic decks also provide a great way to do that drafting format, but this is sort of like a hybrid method where you can still play with a lot of the cards that you have, but add in some of that flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and open up these 5 packs, and let's see which ones I would draft. And if I pull any good ones, the deck I'm going to be uh, mock pulling for is the Go Big or Go Home deck that I highlighted a couple of months ago. It is Water Earth deck. So let's go open up those packs. All right, I've got my 5 booster packs here, and let's do that draft for the 5 gates. So the deck I'm replacing with again is that Earth Water. So I'm looking for Earth Water cards. So this Terra, not the best. Beaver Shark could be a good one. Snowball Canyon, Stack Field Generator, Man Duck. Some okay options, but nothing great. Open. Yes. There it goes. All right, let's see. Could be an option. Let me just pull out. Higher cost, that could be a good one. That would, instead of 6 cost, a 5 cost for 5 influence, and making the rural text box of the terror in this lane treated as blank could be an interesting addition. See what else I have. Ooh, this would be a great one. What a good pull. Torrential Tides for 7 costs, because the 5 gates would reduce it by 1. Return each creature to its owner's hand and untap 4 aura. That is huge. So I'll put this one aside for sure. I'll play with that one. Okay, couple more options. Adlet could be a good one. Squonk could be for 1 cost. On play, tap a unit in this lane. That could be a really great addition as well. Oh my gosh, Sewer Alligator. I'm pulling perfect for this deck. On play, choose up to 2 creatures in this lane with a combination total base cost of 8 or less. Return those creatures to its owner's hand. for playing this for a 6, yep, let's add that one up. Man, great pull so far. Let's see. Ooh, water pressure could be a good addition. Choose a friendly creature, gain MP equal to half of its base cost rounded up. That actually would be really good for my deck. I have a lot of high cost creatures within it. So for 5, that would be excellent. Okay, not bad. Pull that one. I want to look for adding some green in there too. And then the final pack. Ooh, that's perfect. Fortunate Discovery. Yup. I'll add that one in. Discover 3 creature. Discover 3 a creature card. You may play it without paying its base cost. That entire deck that I that I showed you um, is based around this card. So for sure, I'm going to pick these 3 cards, and then I would go through and find 2 others. Um, Water pressure actually would be a great one, adding the MP. And then let's see. Adlet might not be a bad one. I might actually add that one in there too. So that would be 2 cost, and then allow me to gain MP and I can play it even faster. So I would go through my deck. I actually have Adlet already in there. So I would, in this case, take Adlet, replace it with the drafted one, put it upside down. Now, when I would draw it, I know that this is the special one from the Humble Dumple's 5 Magical Gates. I had to choose Humble Dumple for the flavor text. And then that would cost 1 less. And then I would just go through the deck, add in the rest of the cards, and then I know any of the ones that are upside down, those are um, cost 1 less. So I thought this was a fun game format. Let me know if you play it. Feel free to change it. You don't have to use 5 booster packs. I think the 5 allows for great combinations to add it in, but feel free to modify it as you want and let me know if you played it. Hopefully you have fun.